When you start a brand new Minecraft survival world, there's a few things you need to do. Break your hand on the nearest tree. Create a crafting table from 4 planks so you can make stuff. Give a cow a good slap so you can eat. Maybe find a village so you can steal all their stuff. But you're going to need resources to progress in your world. I'm going to show you 7 really simple starter farms that will get you going fast. Let's do this. Now, some people watching might know some or even all of these farms, and that's fantastic. Let me know in the comments below how many you actually knew. And if you knew all 7, let me know some other awesome starter farms that you use too. And to prove how easy these are, I'm going to do them all in survival. First up's the expandable bamboo farm. This one's dead easy, and this is what you'll need for one of the modules. But you can expand it to make it a lot wider than this. Bamboo is now a hugely important thing to get in Minecraft because it makes different blocks, and you can also make scaffolding and even use it as fuel. Make yourself a 3x1 hole, stick a double chest in there and shift click a hopper into that hole. Grab yourself your mud and shift click the mud on top of the hopper. Get 1, 2, 3 and 4 stairs all upside down around like that. Then on the back of it here, grab yourself a solid block and a piston facing out. Then get 1 glass, 2 glass, 3 glass, 4 glass, 5 glass and 6 glass. I'll tell you how you can convert this into a sugarcane farm in just a second. On the back of your piston, place another block, and then whilst you've got that block there, stand on it and place your observer so the little redstone bum is facing backwards onto this block. When it redstone farts, what you'll find is it lights up this little bit of redstone just like that. Then get another glass there, another glass there and another glass there. Now you want to put a final glass on top of this, so you're going to have to use one of those blocks that you've just dug out. But before you do, get yourself your bamboo on top of your mud like that. That's then going to start to grow. Temporary block there, glass on top, and then you can get rid of your block there, and you've got one completely functional farm. Now when this bamboo grows up in front of that redstone face on the observer, that's going to lay out the redstone fart, which lights up this redstone here. That charges this block, which fires the piston. That knocks out the bamboo underneath the face, so you get 2 bits of bamboo dropping down into your chest like that. Bamboo grows quite quickly, so you'll find you'll get quite a decent amount of bamboo in not that long, especially if you expand this out so you've got lots of bamboo next to each other. If you want to turn this into a sugarcane farm, all you need is 3 extra blocks, a bit of sugarcane and a bucket of water. Around the back of your farm, place 1 block there, 1 block there, and then what you want to do is you want to hit your water bucket and waterlog that step. Then place a 3rd block there to trap in that water. All you need to do is place the sugarcane on top of that mud, put the glass back so you can get it there, and you've got a fully functional sugarcane farm. And again, you can expand this as much as you want to any width. Next up, a really simple tree farm. This farm works best with oak, but it also works with spruce and birch too. This one's even more simple. This is all you're going to need. And again, this one can be made to any size you want, depending on how much wood you want. Now, I've suggested that there are 6 slots, which is why I had 6 bits of dirt. But you can have as many bits of dirt as you want. The more bits of dirt you have, the more tree you're going to grow. But for every bit of dirt, you do need a sapling and you need a slab. Your dirt sections need to be on offset diagonals. So imagine this is your first one. You come across 2 and up 1, across 2 and up 1. Again, from the first one, across 1 and down 2. And then you start the same diagonal pattern. So you get something that looks a little bit like that. Come to any one of them and climb up 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And then place a cobblestone slab on top of it. It doesn't have to be cobblestone, it can be any stone really. What you want is something that's not wood. Then grab a temporary block and put a block there and another block there. On top of that 3rd one, place your slab, and then do it again. Put a block there and a block there, and on this one place your slab. And continue to do that for every row, so you've got a slab above every block of dirt down on the floor. And once you've done that, just remove all of those temporary blocks, even the ones coming all the way down from the floor. Grab a torch and place 1 torch on each column. I consider this to be 1 column, so place 1 there and 1 there. That's going to make sure that there is light even when the tree is grown, and you won't be surprised by any creepers or something lurking amongst the leaves. And then all that's left to do is put a sapling on top of each block. These saplings will grow, but they'll never grow into the giant oak trees, which makes them really easy to harvest because those slabs will limit the height that they can get to. This farm can get you a lot of wood very quickly, especially when it gets big. Let's do another one. Next up, the chicken and egg farm. Now, I know that chicken isn't the best food in the game. That's a golden carrot, and beef is also better. However, getting a chicken farm set up is definitely the fastest meat farm you can get. And all you need is this. Just like the bamboo farm, you are going to dig a 3x1 hole, and you're going to place a chest in there and a hopper right in the bottom of it. Then you're going to stick one of those blocks that you just dug out and put it on top of that hopper. That is a temporary block. We're then going to place a block there, a block there, a block there, and then an upside down step right here. Then we're going to place a step there, and around the back, a step there, and a step there. We're then going to come on top, and we're going to get out that temporary block, and we're going to place slabs on top of all of these there, so you've got greater than a 1 block drop over that hopper. That's really important, otherwise your chickens are going to escape. At this point you can lure a couple of chickens in with seed, but you can also get eggs and just lob eggs in and hope that eventually what you get is a couple of chickens coming into your hole. There you go, I've got a couple there. I'm just going to keep using these eggs. Now, I've got to wait for those to grow up, but that's only going to take 10 minutes. Once they've grown up, grab your seed and hit 1 seed on each of them. They're going to have a loving and produce a baby chicken, which is absolutely fantastic. But if I have to rely on these guys breeding to fill up my breeder, I might as well have done cows, because cows' food is slightly better. Well, the blooming X cow's food. Obviously, I mean steak. But the thing about chickens is they also lay eggs, so the eggs is going to get collected inside your farm, which you can then lob in and get potentially more chickens that way as well. And that accelerates getting lots and lots of chickens into your farm. And once you've got 24 chickens in this 1x1 space, something really strange happens, because each extra chicken causes one to die, which means it collects up chicken and also feathers down in your chest. And you can do that by breeding them with seeds, or even just throwing more eggs in. And when you get a new chicken, what happens? That is going to cause one of those chickens to die, and it will collect that up in your chest just like before. I've already got 8 chicken and 7 feathers, which I can then cook up to get myself a decent meal. Next up, lava. This one is a doddle. And lava is a really important resource, both for making farms and also for fuel for furnaces. 1 bucket of lava can smelt items in a furnace. And this is all you're going to need for this farm. And by the way, you can make it so it's only 1 unit or many units. This one's 3 units. First off, place your cauldrons down. So I'm just going to place those 3 cauldrons. Then on top of one of the cauldrons, it doesn't matter which one, place a temporary block just like that. Then come up on top of that, and what you're going to do is you're going to place a dripstone block there. It doesn't have to be dripstone, but I think it works just simply because it is a dripstone based farm. And then place 2 more like that. You are then going to come and get your temporary block back, because you're going to need that again in a moment. Place your temporary block down on top of one of those dripstones, and then get your glass. Place a glass there, and a glass right there, and then come down another 2 there and there. Grab your temporary block right back again, move it to the other end, because you're also going to need to place your last glass on the end of that. Get your temporary block back just one more time, and then you're going to get your first lava bucket in there, your second lava bucket in there, and your third lava bucket in there. That'll give you 3 empty buckets, which is quite important for when you collect the lava that you farmed. You'll notice we've got lava dripping through these blocks like stink, but we want to channel it into the cauldron, so we're going to place a dripstone there, a dripstone there, and a dripstone there, and all that lava is going to start to drip into the cauldron, and eventually that is going to fill up with lava, which you can then collect with your bucket. The more cauldrons you've got, the more lava you're going to get. When you get a full cauldron, right click on it and that will collect up your lava bucket just like that. So simple. Next up, we've got a stone generator. Yeah, I know you can argue you just get loads of cobblestone if you go mining, but this is really handy if you want to AFK mine and get lots and lots of resources. Or maybe you're playing a modded game like Skyblock and this is the only way to get your cobblestone. If you have efficiency and haste on your pickaxe, however, I would make it 5 deep, not just 3 deep. This is what you need for the standard size generator. The pickaxe is definitely needed, but it's not really part of the ingredients, and the item frame is optional, but it's good to have something to store your pickaxe in. Place down your chest so it is facing this way when you open it up. You're then going to get your hoppers, and you're going to shift click a hopper into the back of the chest, then into the back of the hopper, and then into the back of the hopper again. So you've got a row of 3 hoppers. If you've got efficiency 5 and haste on your pickaxe, 5 hoppers is a must. Grab one of your blocks and place it on top of the hopper using shift click. This is temporary, but we need it because we want to place our wooden block on the back of that. Then grab back that block. It's probably going to go in the hopper, so retrieve it from the chest like that. Then get your block to the side on each side of your wood, and then you're going to climb on top of your hopper, and you're going to place stairs going towards the centers of the hopper on both sides like this. You're then going to place a solid block on the end of each step exactly like that, and you're going to get your sign and place it on top of that, and you can place on here, I don't know, generator or something, in case you forget what it is all about. Then come inside here and place one of your water buckets there and one of your water buckets there. That is going to create an infinite water source in the middle, but the water won't flow out because of that sign. Fill up your buckets again from that, waterlog that one, waterlog that one, waterlog that one, and waterlog that one, and you've got lots of water source blocks all over the place now. Then grab another block and place it on top of those steps all the way to the end, on top of the wooden block, and then all the way along here as well. So you've got kind of a high wall. You've got one block left, which you are going to place right there. Climb on top of your farm, and you might as well just refill your water buckets here because, well, why not? And then you're going to get in the middle your lava bucket, and you're going to place it against this middle block here. Bang, like that. You only need the one. If you want to, you could even refill your water if you're fast enough. I wasn't. Then slab up over the top just to avoid that lava spitting out any of its hotness on top of you or anything that might be around your farm. You can then place an item frame on the side and stick your pickaxe there ready for when you want to generate some cobblestone. Or if you're using a silk touch pick, this will give you actual stone blocks rather than cobble. I'll show you how it works. Grab your pickaxe, stand right up against your chest here and just dig through your blocks exactly like that. If you do dig through the blocks quickly and there is the tiniest little bit of lag that stops that lava from coming through, the wood at the end won't be dug through by the pick because it takes that much longer to dig wood than it does to dig stone when you use a pickaxe. And all of your cobble is collected in the chest. You can get loads of cobble really fast with this one, and you can design it in a million different ways so as it fits your base. Farm 6 is a cactus farm. Now, cactus can be used in a number of different farms. It can also be used to make green dye, plus it can be used to make a boatload of XP for you as well. You need a few more blocks for this build, but most of those are structural blocks. There I've got nearly 2 stacks of glass. You don't have to use glass. You could use any block you like, but I like to see into it. The first thing we're going to do is dig a trench that is 7 across. That is 5, 6, and 7. And then we're going to dig out a toe like that. And then in this toe and the last of that trench, we're going to dig it down 1 extra block. So put in the double chest there, place in a hopper, shift clicked into that. We're then going to collect up these blocks here because they're going to be useful as temporary blocks a little bit later on. Then get our stairs, place them upside down facing it outwards so you can still open up that chest, but it creates a permanent channel right here. And then grab yourself your oak trapdoor, doesn't have to be oak, be anything you want, and place it there just to protect your chest so nothing falls into it. We're then going to grab glass and we're going to place a row of glass in front all the way to that bit of wood there. We're going to miss the corner, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, miss the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, miss the corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're then going to hop inside and we're going to place a sign on each one of these blocks right here. We're then going to grab those temporary blocks that we dug out to make that trench. We're going to come to the corner and then come 1 in and place a block there. Miss a gap, place a block there. Miss a gap, place a block. Miss a gap there, place a block. And the same again, and the same again. We should find that in the corner again, we've got a block in the way. We're then going to get our water bucket. We're going to place a water bucket there and a water bucket there. We're going to refill our water buckets from there. We're going to come to the next one and the next one, place a water bucket in the corner and a water bucket right there. This gives us permanent water sources all the way along. We can refill our water buckets again because we want to put another one right there to give a water channel going over that hopper right there. We're then going to get ourselves a glass block or whatever structural block you're using. I'm going to place it on top of all of these temporary blocks like this. And at this point, we put another 2 rows of glass on the outside. We can then grab our sand and place a sand block on each of those glass blocks there. And we can now remove these temporary blocks underneath the glass. Be careful that you only remove the temporary blocks and you don't accidentally smash that glass or take out whatever block it is you've got underneath that, because the sand will fall into the water and you'll have to start again. Then place 2 temporary blocks on top of the middle 2 pieces of sand. Come to one side, grab your fences, and on the top place a fence there and open it, a fence there and open it. Come around the outside to the other side, place a fence there, open it, fence there and open it. We're then going to do another row of glass all the way around. And at this point you can remove these temporary blocks because you don't need them anymore, and on each sand you are going to place 1 of your cactus. And once they're removed, you're going to do a 1 more row of glass. And I've just realised you are going to be 5 blocks short, so make sure you add 5 more glass blocks or whatever block it is you're using to your inventory right at the beginning. Now, every time one of those cactus grows, you're going to find that pops off because it doesn't want to be next to the fence gate, and it will fall into the water, which will fall into the water at the front, which will run it all the way to the hopper, which will put it into your chest. And finally, we have got this XP farm. Yeah, this is a crazy XP farm, and it's also an auto smelter for anything that you need to cook up. So you could swap these furnaces for smokers or blast furnaces as well if you wanted to. Again, this could be as wide as you like, but for a 3-station farm, this is all you're going to need. Place 3 double chests in a row exactly like that. Then grab yourself some hoppers and shift click into the sides of them like that. Then grab 3 furnaces and shift click those on top of those hoppers. You're then going to grab more hoppers, shift click those into the back of those furnaces, and then grab more hoppers and shift click those into the top of those furnaces. That's a lot of hoppers, I know. Maybe you should try my iron farm that I brought out really recently, then you can make all of these hoppers. The link is in the description below. At the back end of your farm, you're going to shift click onto these hoppers 3 times to make sure that you get 3 separate chests on the back there. And then come on here and shift click onto this furnace with a block, because you want to be able to jump on that block and shift click again. Lots of shift clicking. 1, 2 and 3. You can then come and you can remove that block, and then you're going to shift click again. You guessed it. 1, 2 and 3 onto the face of those furnaces. That is the end of your farm. Easy, isn't it? These chests at the back are for your fuel. So whatever you're going to use to fuel your furnaces, whether that's coal, whether that is kelp, whether that is lava buckets that you created in the lava farm already, that is what goes in there. These chests on top are what you're going to smelt, whether it's iron or gold that you've got from mining, or maybe it's the cactus that you got from your farm because you want green dye or loads of XP. Let me show you how to get that. I'm coming around, I'm going to place 1 lava bucket into each of these chests at the back. You can see they instantly go through and end up in the bottom of my furnace ready to fuel it. I'm going to put 3 stacks of cactus into the top of each of these, and then I'm going to see what happens, because I've got now my cactus smelting through. You can see it's running through. Once that arrow goes across, you're going to have your thing come here, and then it'll be instantly sucked out. You can see just a flash of it into this chest right here. You also get the bucket back, which is kind of handy, right? Because those buckets, that's 3 iron. You want those. And I'm going to leave it until they are all smelted through. They've all smelted through now. You can see there are 3 stacks of green dye in each of these chests right now. Of course, in standard plank fashion, I only put 1 lava bucket in, and with it being 100 things and 3 lots of 64, I needed to put in 2. Sorry about that. Completely lost my head. Standard. Now, to get the experience, I need to take something out of the furnace, and I can't because it's already smelted through. So I'm going to put 1 coal in there, 1 cactus in there, and I'm going to place that switch down. I'm going to do the same here. 1 coal, 1 cactus, place the switch down. Same in here. 1 coal, 1 cactus, and place the switch down. What happens then is when it goes through, it doesn't go through to the chest. It stays exactly there. And then I can pick it out. You can see right now I've got exactly no experience. Let's see what 3 lots of 3 stacks of cactus gives me. Go into 1, take that out. That takes me to 11 levels of XP. Take that out. and take that out. That's taken me to 20 levels of XP. In fact, 20 and a half. And that was only 9 stacks of cactus. And that is why you need a cactus farm. So there you have 7 really super simple farms that you can build with very, very few resources in survival very easily, quite close to the start of your Minecraft world, depending on what resources are available in the local caves and the local area. I really recommend you have a go at these ones because they're going to give you a really excellent start in life, which means you'll be killing the Ender Dragon before you know it. Do comment below and let me know of any other starter farms that you think are absolutely amazing. I'd love to hear from you. And everybody else, go down in the comments and thank those people that have given you other ideas as well. It's really worth it. Thanks loads for watching all the way through to the end, and I'll look forward to seeing you in another video. You take it easy now. Bye.